When a human being falling into a struggle, automatically the mind get into the disturbance, and we starting to pray to the God. Only when the mind comes to the struggle, we are praying to the God. This becomes the human nature. When human living with normal condition, when the mind is in normal, when he is happy, enjoying the life, the particular person is forgetting the God, and he thinks that he don't want the God for the rest of the life. At that moment, the God is catching with some struggle. The trouble, whatever it may be, it comes to the mind in the form of fear, worry, sadness, and depression. It can't be removed because it all are in the invisible form. You can change a broken product with your mind, with your knowledge, but how will you change your problem through invisible format? You can't see the mind, but it is disturbed. How you are going to solve this problem? Definitely the only God can solve the situation. Any problem, it may be small or big, completely it only can be cured by the God. So we are turning to the God in the situation when we are getting into the trouble. So what is God says when we turn? There is a feeling in the mind, all the problem should be solved immediately, fastly. Every problem should be solved. We should not again fall into the problem, and it should not repeat. This is our thinking which is going in your mind while getting into the problem. So that the God is speaking in these words every time. Every time we are getting into struggle with minimum or with bigger problems. So we should not forget the God. At least we have to remember most of the times. How to remember? By thinking Him more and more, by remembering His gift, what He given to us, and how He helped in the past life. In my past, how I am overcome by the God's help. We have to think it. Whenever you reach a problem, your problem is because of you with your own knowledge. I am depending on the human being, the human knowledge, and the human power, so that I get into the trouble. Now I need the help of the God. So God says, you should not worry, and now your problem going to be solved. So we have to believe in these words in our mind. These words are from the soul within us. Within us there is a soul where it is created by the only God. Human can't create a soul. They can create only a duplicate human being with sperm, with artificial creation, what they can do, but naturally God created soul. No one can create that. No human being has the capability to create a own soul or a soul of a human being. So we don't want to think more about that whether the human can create it or not. It definitely not. That is the answer finally. So the God created the soul. He will take it back during the death. When we born, we created from the soul, and now we are going back to the God at the age of death. So the soul creator, the creating power is with the God, and he is talking from that location. It is from the heart, from my chest, from my inner voice, from my depth of my heart, the voice is arising. Be peace. Don't worry. I am with you. These are the words in the form of feeling. So no one can see the feeling, but you can feel the feeling. The exact meaning of the feeling, we can't describe it, we can't realize, and we can follow. My mind is peace now. How I am going to describe others? I can't, but I am feeling in some sort of peace. The mind is in peace condition. Yeah, I am feeling it. So that I can't even explain to others, but I can feel. That is the privacy within you and the God. Privacy is nothing but you are created alone and you are going back to the God alone. Between these two points, from the death to end, between this time, your life is with only God. Even though our family members, friends, neighbors, society, in this world, we are living with other human beings, but in mind-wise, we are alone with the God. The prayer is secret and privacy. It's very, very secret and privacy within us and the God. That is the real prayer. The real mind is, which is unseen, invisible. So we don't want to confuse with any other part of our body. Brain is not our main functioning. The heart is the main function. From there, it controls the brain. The soul, inspired by the God, and the heart inspires the words of the soul, and from the heart it is instructing the brain, and our body is functioning. Total our circulation system starts from the heart, where you believe, the belief. Now the person who believing in the word from the soul, they are the believer of the God, the true believers. Believing in truth, that is the meaning of believer. That is the identity of a believer. If I am believing in my knowledge, so I am rejecting my soul. These are the difference between the believers and the non-believers. So my stand, my actual who am I, only the God knows, because He created me. Before creating me, where I am, I don't know, but He knows how I created, how to create me and how to make me to live. How the needs must come to me. All my needs from the basic air, water, food, shelter, cloth, everything, it is only from the God, not from the human being. We should believe in this. Without breathing, we can't live. Without water, we can't live. Without food, we can't live. And the next, the shelter, the cloth, everything. All our comfort needs, it is from the God. It is created from the earth. Everything comes under the control of the God. And what is our effort? What are we going to do now? What our hard work requires here? Nothing. What hard work we did to create ourselves? We have to question ourselves in our mind. We don't know how we are living now, how the heart is functioning, how my internal organ is functioning, how my entire structure of digestion system, respiratory system, everything I don't know, but it's working naturally, comfortably by the blessing of the God, by the perfect guidance, by the perfectly controlled by the nature. God is controlling the nature, so nature is controlling our body. So we don't want to confuse with the knowledge and the God words. Both are two opposite. Both are two extreme ends. Knowledge is which we are experienced, the history, the past, known to everyone. It is already recorded, but future, who knows about the future? We are living now towards the future. The entire humanity living now towards the future. So rest of the future, we don't know how many years we are going to live, but still my last breath, the only who knows is the God, the power, the supreme power, supernatural power, whatever name we call, but a power is still in control of the entire universe, still controlling the universe and the humanity. See, we are having so many scientists, researchers, and space research centers, and we are saying that now the most of the nations are well developed by the technology, but how do we going to control the nature through your knowledge? That is the main question. How you will control the rain? How going to control your flood in your land? The cyclone, the tsunami. You can't control the natural disaster by your technology. One earthquake is enough to collapse the entire building, the entire infrastructure. Where is your knowledge? So we should not take too much advantage on our knowledge and the technology, because it will destroy in one day. Definitely. This is the word of the God, not the word of my knowledge. This is the true word from the God who created us. How the God's messenger will be sent to the humanity. The God's messages, the messages only can be sent through the same human being where the humanity is considered, not from any other else. We are not going to, God is not taken other than the human being as a messengers. He chosen human beings among you. Among the human being, he is selecting the particular person who he wills, and then he guiding the particular person through the humanity as a messenger. And that is the message now what you are hearing. So messengers, the people who guide you towards the God, only God, not other than God. This is the real meaning of the messenger. Whenever you hear the word about the God, or whenever you get guided towards the God, there we can find a messenger. Your soul, in your soul, there is a invisible messengers called angelical messengers from the skies. They will directly speak through your soul. And from the humans, the messengers are selected. So God guiding the humans through these ways. Whoever can accept this, or whoever don't want, God will catch them at the time of death. At that time, when the time of death, every single human being will be come to the account, and what he did in his life, in his past, everything is recorded and registered in his book. Likewise, his result, whether he want to get into heaven or the hell, there the result will be waiting. So be aware that you are doing what you do here is most important. So far, the things what we did wrong, God is not going to capture you. When you are asking forgiveness, when you are asking repent with full-heartedly, when you are asking from your mind, from your depth of your heart, oh God, please forgive me for the sins what I did. I don't know which sins are great and which sins are in smaller, I don't know, but I did the sin. For that sin, I am now experiencing more worstly life. It becomes now more worst only due to my knowledge. I believed in humans, human knowledge, the men, material and money. This and all I believed so far. So right now, forgive me and guide me towards you and how to live. This is our prayer, and through this prayer, definitely God shows a right way to the person who wants to live in a divinely life. A divine life is life only from the God, by the God. Other than the God, there is no person and no caretaker, no guide for your life. no protector. Think who created you, the God. We know the answer very well. When we ask ourselves, we get the answer. The God created us. Then, why are you doubting now to believe in the God? So your knowledge is your blockage. It's like a barricade between you and the God. Throw off and turn to the God, and He will protect you. And in the rest of the life, how your life should be, definitely He knows very well. Hand over the life to the God and submit and surrender completely, so the life will get more beautiful and peaceful by the permission of the God. God is sufficient for our entire life. If God wills, we get more guidance from His support.